Yeah, this is way better. I try to make a video about how to transition from automatic shooting into manual shooting, but I think I need some help. Who could we bring into the frame? I'm thinking of a person I know. He's a guy, he's from Montreal in Canada. Could I bring him here just like that? I think I can. Francisco! Francisco! Come into the frame!
Oh! Bonjour, monsieur.
Ça va? I don't know.
Ça va bien, ouais,
Oh,
ouais.
okay. I don't speak French, not at all. So I have no clue what you're saying in French. But it sounds cool.
Yeah?
Yeah.
On va essayer de...
Sure.
Okay.
I'm trying to make this video about how to transition from shooting in automatic mode into manual mode.
Okay.
But I'm thinking, why would you even do that? Why would you shoot manual?
Well, to get more control, but I'm kind of with you on why would you move from automatic? Everything's done for you.
Yeah, I have this thing that when I shoot automatic, I think that's smart. I can just shoot automatic, super smart. But whenever the automatic starts to work, I think that's a tiny brain. It's not really clever. So when you're like framing stuff and then you're reframing and then the whole exposure just changes and then I get annoyed.
It has a mind of its own.
I turn everything off and then suddenly I'm out of professional mode.
Oh, what's professional mode?
I think you can explain me.
Professional mode?
You know, P mode.
P mode?
P mode, the P mode, which of this camera has none.
Well, it has one. It's not professional mode. It's called program.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That was totally new to me. That's like a revelation. I've never heard of that expression before, P for program.
Program, yeah.
All over the Reddit it says P for professional.
Oh, really? You can't always trust the internet, do you?
No.
Can we trust you?
Probably not.
Okay.
Is there P mode on a Fujifilm camera? Should we call a friend?
There's one guy I admire, actually.
Oh, really?
Jonas. I think you know him.
Oh yeah, he's living pretty close to me actually. We live in the same country.
Oh, that's right. That's what I thought.
But I have to make a long distance call to get him. Let's try to call him.
Yeah.
Okay, we call him. How you doing, mates?
I am doing good. How are you guys doing?
We're doing great. We're trying to put our heads together, as you can see, literally. Does this camera have a P mode? P for...
Program.
Professional.
Program.
What?
Can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay. Does this
No.
camera... No? Can this...
Yes. No.
Does this camera have a P mode? For... P...
Program.
No.
Professional.
No. P mode for professional. P means perfect. P means peen. No.
No.
P means professional. P means probia.
That's
P
true.
means pro negative pi. P means Palle Schultz. Palle mode.
Palle mode. Oh.
Okay, I'm not quite sure that we got the right guy.
I think he's confused.
No, he's creative.
He takes really good photographs, but he doesn't make sense.
No, but...
Isn't this guy like a
Let me tell you a
doctor or
secret.
something?
I haven't ever taken a photograph in my life. It's actually a minion in my skirt who takes all my shots.
In your skirt?
Okay.
Yeah, because I wear mini skirts.
All right, I had the faith that I could actually make a sincere video this time, but I can see that we're going into a completely different direction. Yeah.
You decided to call me. So.
Okay.
Thank you anyways.
Yeah, thank you for trying.
That wasn't very conclusive.
No, we got absolutely nowhere with that. Yeah. You know, all the other camera manufacturers have this P button. And it makes it a bit more difficult to transition because it's like you have to choose, are you in this?
A specific mode.
Yes.
Okay.
Where this, you can actually choose to be fully automatic.
Okay, let me go back. Okay.
Go back, Francis.
So, if you set your camera to A on the shutter speed,
Yeah.
and you set your ISO to A, and then let's say you don't have this lens, you have a native Fujifilm lens.
Yeah.
You set it to A.
Yeah.
I can't show you because you don't have the right lens.
Maybe we should put on a right lens.
Mindy Tan,
Mindy Tan,
ladies and gentlemen,
Singapore
to Canada.
This amazing
25
t-shirt.
hours away, all the way to this side of the world. Yes.
Representing.
Yeah, sprinkling fame on our video.
Representing Asia.
Can you sprinkle some fame? Thank you.
Also
Thank
me.
you.
Oh, thank you very much. We can just use the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Yeah.
Okay. As I was saying, you put everything to A.
Show to the audience.
Okay. So now everything is set to A. So shutter speed, ISO, and aperture. So if I look at the camera, Mr. I can't say your last name, but you can't say mine either. so-
Schultz. What's your
Schultz.
last name?
Bellefeuille.
Bellefeuille.
Oh yeah, you good. Okay, you got me. Schultz.
Yeah, that's probably right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, what's written there?
That's a P.
Okay.
You.
Guy knows.
I'll bring you into my house.
Yeah.
And you. Okay.
Okay.
So
Sorry for. I'm annoyed that you're right.
That's
But you're
okay.
right. But thank you.
You
but
don't-
No, thank you.
yeah, you don't like to.
No, I don't like to be not right.
Okay.
Yeah. No,
So-
it doesn't matter. I'm learning from the
1,
master.
0. I'll let you go back to your explanation because this is your video. I'm just a guest, even though you are a guest
Yeah.
in my
You're,
home.
you're correcting me.
That's okay, isn't
Yeah,
it?
for you. No, it's okay. All right. But I would transition because I get annoyed with cameras that have their own mind. It's just super.
But
super annoying.
wouldn't you say it's very convenient whenever you need to, you know,
if
something?
if you're
really
a camera operator and you want to take a picture like this, see, it's
close.
stupid and slow. But if I want to control the circumstances, I want that shallow depth of field. I go into aperture mode by turning the wheel. And that makes a lot of sense because on another camera you have to twist the dial.
The whole thing.
And that's not directly connected to what you actually do.
And that might change other settings as well, will it?
I don't know, but maybe.
I'm not sure.
But this one, you just step out of full EP mode and go into Aperture Priority by turning the aperture wheel,
Yeah.
which makes totally sense. It's direct. There's no around stuff. It's right there. So now I have a shallow depth of field. But my problem is that so there's a bright window next to Francis here. If I framed him in a specific way, that would sort of disturb if I tried to reframe it.
Wait, before you keep going.
Alrighty.
So you're saying that you don't like aperture priority?
No, I say I don't like automatic stuff.
Okay, well, aperture priority is like semi-automatic.
I know.
Okay.
But that's sort of the transition. You start somewhere.
Yeah. I shoot aperture priority.
Yeah.
So if
you-
I can stand in defense of aperture priority.
It's a good mode.
Okay, so I just, because you seem to demonize.
I demonize it totally.
Yes.
Yeah.
So why I enjoy it is that whenever I shoot, whether it be in the street and stuff like that, I don't want to think about settings. I want to capture that frame,
Yeah.
right? So having, first of all, a mirrorless camera, I can see the exact situation you're describing with the window,
Yep.
making me like a silhouette.
Yep.
So that's why I love this little dial here.
Yeah. Francis here is friends with the exposure compensation wheel.
Yeah, my buddy.
It's not my body. I don't like exposure compensation body because I don't know why, but it sort of moves.
It's okay.
It's good for you.
It's okay.
Good for you.
It works for me.
You like it. Me no like it.
Okay, that's fine.
I can like sometimes, but not always.
Okay.
So that's when I go.
So, you know.
Yeah. But you also know when you have a day like this, it's a bit overcast. You would probably get away with 400 ISO because of, you know, when you go into deeper shadows or you're in a darker place. 400 is sufficient in the overcast weather like this. So you say, okay, that's the ISO for today. Like choosing a film in old days.
Yes.
When out shooting, you know, you had to pick one with a certain exposure sensibility.
ASA.
Yes. It's not called ISO, it's called ISO.
Okay.
It's not an acronym, no.
ISO.
ISO.
So it's funny, in English I would say ISO,
It's actually,
but in French I call it ISO.
yeah, that's probably good. You can do that.
Isn't it Greek?
Actually, the company that made the standard ISO took it from Greek, which is a definition that I can't remember right now.
All right.
Yeah.
Shall we Google it?
I'll write it in text right here.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
magic.
Cool.
But-
That's very impromptu and
Thank you
natural.
for your support in this, Mindy.
Can you sprinkle us some more fame? Oh,
Thank you.
that's nice.
Thank you.
Alrighty.
Should I disappear now?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I Instagram this?
Oh, you can.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, then
Okay.
sprinkle some more.
Cool.
Okay, now we're going into that I chose on, like in the old film days, I chose an ISO. And I chose an aperture because I like that shallow depth of field from this amazing lens called the 35 f1.4.
R.
Old lens, but fantastic.
Special character.
Yes. So now I only have the shutter speed left.
Yeah. So, can you look at the screen again? Please cut this out. Okay. Just remove that part.
This should be something else, but it's not. So I'll cut this piece out. And my next step then is, because I'm not buddies with this exposure wheel that is buddies with you.
It's okay.
But that's way different.
We can't be friends with everyone, but
No.
you don't hate it.
No, not at all.
Okay.
No, I think it's nice. It's
Yeah.
there. People like it.
You respect it.
I respect it. My shutter speed, I have to sort of, adjust it quite a bit. And I would have to turn that wheel a lot. Things would be different. People would move. I had to have a quick shutter speed to freeze people.
Mhm.
But if in...
They freeze people?
to freeze people. Yeah, I would have to freeze them. Freeze. But if I know that I am in a circumstance like shooting an MMA event with shifting lights, MMA events,
MMA.
where people like punch each other.
Okay.
Okay.
MMA.
MMA.
Mixed
event,
martial
mixed
arts.
martial arts. event.
Right.
Then I would know I had to have a shutter speed of 1/500th of a second, because else they get blurred. And then it can be beneficial to actually go to a automatic ISO and then use this wheel to sort of adjust that ISO.
And then you let the camera choose the ISO.
Because
so
I
it's-
need the speed and I need the aperture to get the fence away,
Yeah.
so you don't see the fence. I'm pretty close to the fence when I shoot MMA.
So that makes it easier for you because you remove one variable that you don't have to think
Yeah,
about.
so I have one variable left which I can adjust on the body wheel. That's your body, and maybe not really my body, but your body, but now it's my body again.
Someone you know.
Yeah, but when I do MMA, the light is...
You do MMA?
I do MMA. I also practice MMA. Does MMA mean anything funky in French?
No, you said MMA.
MMA, MMA. What the hell? Alrighty.
That's okay.
Yeah, I'm a guest in your house. You can take the piss on me any day. That was fine. Alrighty, Pants. Okay, I'm not funny on purpose. Am I the joke here?
Alrighty, pants. That's good.
Okay. Focus.
Yeah, focus.
Okay,
Sorry.
good. That's more or less it. You can have a variable in there that can adjust with the body wheel,
Yeah.
which is the exposure compensation wheel in correct terms, I guess.
Yeah.
This is the way you can transition from automatic to manual on a Fujifilm camera. And I would say that learning photography the right way is to either use a analog film camera,
Yeah.
or use a Fujifilm camera, because in that way you learn photography the right way instead of having to choose a predefined mode that you have to shoot in.
Yeah, I agree with you. And also the fact that it's mirrorless, not just any Fuji cameras.
We agreed.
You know, yeah, we did.
We did agree.
But any mirrorless camera really is a great starting point to learn photography, because you can actually see how it affects when you play with something.
That's
you know,
true.
in setting.
But you get sort of the old school feel.
Oh, you
with
get
the
extra
dials.
points for sure with Fuji.
Yeah, because you actually get the old school feel.
So, Palle, do you want to learn photography?
Oh yeah. This is not easy. But you can actually use the exact same principles
Oh yeah.
from your Fujifilm camera and go straight to a, what is it, 4x5?
Yeah.
And use the same principles on this camera.
Because the laws of photography are the same.
stuff.
Yeah.
It can be a bit more difficult to
I'm gonna
transition.
Free you from this.
Alrighty. Transitioning from a Fujifilm camera to an analog camera is easier than going from a mode wheel driven camera.
Yeah.
And also the other way around. if you shoot with like a Minolta or any or an old Fuji
SLR.
camera, anything with an analog film, it will be easy to transition into the Fujifilm camera because the dials are the same more or less. So if you like the combination as well, this makes it less confusing, I think.
I agree.
It sounds like I'm a fanboy, and I am.
I am too.
Okay.
I am too. Sorry.
Okay, but Francis,
Hey, thank you.
thank you for
How do you
inviting me
say
into
thank
your
you
home.
in Danish?
Tak.
Tak.
Mange tak.
Mange tak.
That means thanks a lot.
Mange tak.
I'm actually in Montreal right now, or a bit outside Montreal. Just a tiny bit suburbs of Montreal.
You know, would you outskirt? That's what
Outskirts.
Mindy said before.
Okay.
Outskirts of Montreal, so just outside the island,
Okay.
where houses are cheaper
But I have you
and
know
the air is.
it's nice and clean.
Yeah.
But I'll now use my magic fingers to get back to my home in Copenhagen.
Okay, I'll help you.
Okay.